Hello, my dear Cancers. This is the Sun Woman. Thank you for stopping by at my channel. This is your new moon holistic tarot card reading for the new moon in Virgo cycle. So that would be from September 19th through to October 19th. Now, this new moon cycle is all about planting your seeds, setting your intentions, around the new moon, that first week of the new moon that we're in right now, and watching slowly as the universe kind of aligns itself, or you align yourself with the universe, with nature, to move forward your dreams, your desires, your goals, whatever that may be. It's a time for new beginnings, and it's a time for change. So anything that you're wanting to transform radically in your life, you're going to do it with that nature, the force of nature to an extent behind your intentions, as you set your goals and get started on the new moon, in the new moon week, okay? And over the 28-day cycle, you will see growth manifestations, sometimes big, sometimes small, but you will see some kind of movement towards what it is that you are hoping to do, start, begin, or change. Now, this new moon is going to be in the sign of Virgo, so, and this is also highlighting your third house, as a Cancer. So what this is about your self-expression, about communication, okay? This is very much going to be an important month for you in the way that you express yourself verbally, non-verbally, okay? The things that you say out of your mouth, the things that you write on paper, the things that you text, email. So you want to be sure that whatever is a product of your thought process and your emotional process that then becomes communication to another person or people, you want to make sure that it's something that you stand by, that it's authentic, that you're speaking your truth, okay? That you're being very discern, that you practice discernment about the words that come through you and the thoughts that you are thinking, okay? Because you want to make sure that you are not being too critical on yourself and also toward the people around you. Make sure that if you are providing criticism, that it is constructive, and that it does have positive intentions behind it, whatever it is that you say or that you write, because your words are going to have power. And you will see over that 28-day cycle just how powerful your words can be, whether they're spoken or written, okay? The third house also is contracts. It is our siblings, so brothers or sisters will fall into the third house. So there may be increased communication with your siblings for some reason, okay? Maybe you are getting together with them and talking about your lives, talking about the future, and talking about the past. Also, you may be setting things on paper as far as contracts, agreements. So you could sign a significant agreement within the next 28 days, something that's important for your life going forward. And as that cycle, evolves, the ramifications of what you have committed to will start appearing, will start coming to be, okay? So again, whatever you're agreeing to, make sure that it is authentic and it is truth as you, as it represents you. Okay? So I'm using the Universal Tarot here, and I'm also pulling an oracle card from the Vintage Wisdom Oracle deck. And the card that I received for you, Cancer, is Release. Okay, now you're not the only sign that received this card. I'm not sure which other sign, but maybe you want to go through the videos and just, take a look at who else is receiving that release energy this month, and maybe it'll be significant to you as well, okay? Now, I do feel that coming into this new moon cycle, the first week to 10 days of the cycle, so between, say, September 19th and October 1st, you are releasing some emotional connection, or you're releasing yourself from some emotional situation. You have the Ten of Cups here reversed coming in to the cycle. And what I do feel is that, with the tens, of course, those are the ends of a phase. Those are the end of a phase of our lives. Something is ending. Something is closing. There's closure here. There's completion. Something is completing. With it being cups, there's definitely an emotional component to it. There's an emotional connection for you. So, with this Virgo new moon highlighting your third house, I feel that some of you are saying goodbye to someone or to a emotional connection or emotional situation that you've invested a lot of yourself into. Okay, perhaps years, decades, something perhaps that you've nurtured over a long period of time. I do see a release from it. Now, some of you may be saying goodbye to someone. It could be a relationship. It could be a child. Some of you may be having, may have children who are leaving the nest. The Ten of Cups very often refers to family situations, whether it's, your immediate family or your extended family. When it's right side up for me, it's hello. It's hello happiness. It's hello joy. It's hello satisfaction. When it's reversed, there's a farewell of some kind. Okay? And it doesn't necessarily have to be a painful one, because I really don't see, there's not a lot of swords here. You have one swords card, which is the Two of Swords here. The rest, you have Pentacle, Wand, Pentacles, and a lot of major arcana. Okay? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 major arcana. Wow. And I'm looking, so this card asked to be revealed. This is the Six of Cups under the Hierophant reversed. So let's just keep that in mind a second. I'm talking about releasing home or family situations, releasing emotional connections. The oracle card here being release. Well, the Six of Cups, which is falling under the Hierophant, let me talk about this connection. The Hierophant, which is at the base of the deck, which is really at the base of the root of what this reading is about, let's say the Hierophant right side up. You're familiar with this major arcana. It can represent structures in our life, okay? Institutions of some kind. So the structure of family, the structure of marriage, the structure of the church, the foundation of religion, the structure of a long established association of some kind. Could be communication, could be big business, could be universities. It's an established thing that has been around a long time, is socially respectable, has tradition related to it, has social mores related to it. Okay, so that's the Hierophant. Now, sometimes the Hierophant can represent these things, but also things that are outdated, outmoded ways of thinking, outmoded structures in our own lives that we may need to break free, or we may need to create a new, more authentic philosophy rather than just that thing that's been handed down to us, or that we have to kind of accept through a social contract. Okay? So with the Hierophant reversed, Cancers, there is some social contract, and we talked about contract being the third house. So some of you are breaking a social contract. Okay, what does that mean? Well, there are certain things that we adhere to in order to live in a civilized society. Okay, one of the things is we abide by laws. We know that we need laws because without laws we have lawlessness. So, we respect laws as they're set up. Marriage is a structure. It is a foundation. It's an institution that was set up eons ago in order to keep the family unit together, to keep the tribes together, to know whose children belong to who, and who is whose spouse. To keep society with some kind of dependable foundation pattern. Okay, these are things that we respect. We respect the church. Religion and spirituality can be two different things. The church, again, is a man-made creation based on spiritual pursuits, and also based on the need for community and for keeping our tribes together and finding a common source of faith and worship. Okay, so these are things that are socially acceptable, and we to live in a society, we unconsciously or consciously excuse me, sign this contract to abide by these laws and these mores. Now, however, there often comes a point when we outgrow whatever that institution is in our lives. Some of us outgrow our marriages. Some of us outgrow the religious upbringing that we've had. We have to find our own way, which is more authentic to us. We are no longer happy in a relationship and have changed and grown apart from that. Or maybe we don't believe in the institution of marriage any longer, and we want to live a freer, emotional life. So the Six of Cups is here saying that in some way you are still connected to your past. You may be still connected to some institution of your past, but now the universe is asking you to release yourself from that. You need to let the past go. It's nice to reminisce. It's nice to think about all the wonderful things that's happened. It's nice to think about good memories, and things have sentimental value. Those are beautiful things. Those are the things that sustain us as we get older and as we look back on our lives and see where we've come and what we've created and who we've connected to. But sometimes we outgrow those things. All right? There's a phase that needs to end, to close. And so that's what the Ten of Cups is saying. So you're entering into this new moon cycle with something wrapping itself up. And there may be difficulty for you to let go of that because you're so used to living a certain way, believing a certain way, being connected to certain people and certain institutions, certain structures in your life. Okay? Now, the Two of Swords is here next to the Ten of Cups, and the energy of that is kind of, well, what do I do now? I know that this no longer fits me, but I don't know what else is there. I don't know what else is out there. I don't know what are the other options. This no longer resonates with me, but I'm kind of afraid to jump out on my own and revolt on some level against the institutions that I've set up or that have been set up in my life. Well, the Two of Swords says you're guarding your heart. Okay, you are covering your heart. Look at the Two of Swords. Okay, so this person has these two swords up, these two options, these two choices, but they're having a very hard time making a decision. They're having a hard time laying one or both of these swords down. They'd rather kind of passively, aggressively go along with what's been going on rather than actually make a hard decision or a hard choice. But this is what is being presented to you right now, that there is a choice in your life. There are options in your life, but you have to unblind yourself from what your other potentials are that are not what you may be leaving behind. And what you may be leaving behind, Cancer, could be involuntary. That's what I'm kind of feeling, that it really was not in your power to keep this Ten of Cups situation going. Okay, so that's why you're kind of in this Two of Swords, somewhat traumatized state of, wow, what happens now? My kids are going away. The nest is empty. Now what do I do and who am I? Now how do I fill up my days? Now who do I worry about? Okay, now how do I find myself? This relationship ended. I've been in it for 10 years. I don't know how to be single. I've been focused on someone else. I don't quite know how to move forward now, okay? But the good news is that something is sweeping into your life that is going to help you here, okay? There's a Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands energy is fire energy, which would be Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. The Knight of Wands is kind of a person or a circumstance or a situation that sweeps in and clears the deck, okay? Like the air, like the wind, the air that it is. It blows in kind of like a windstorm. And it can throw you off balance, but it can also bring in new options, new choices for you, okay? This could, as a person, if it represents a person, it could be someone that you're going to meet or that you have recently met sometime after the 19th, between the 19th and say October 1st, who again, as I said, can be air sign energy, whether it's their actual sun, moon, or rising sign of Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, or they can just have that energy, okay, of being this new person that's coming into your life, and you're kind of like, wow, this has the potential of really changing my outlook and changing this stuck energy that I'm in. Maybe this is the option that I've been thinking about or hoping would come in, but not quite sure how to proceed. The Knight of Wands also, as situations, can represent travel, job offers, okay? So some of you with this energy in your third house could be taking some short trips. They could be business trips. You could be going away for a weekend. You could be going on a quick business trip that may present you with options for a new situation in your life. You could be in a job that you've been in for a long time, a profession you've been in for a long time, but you've outgrown it, and you may receive a job offer that kind of comes in out of the blue, and it's going to require you to act on it quickly. It's not going to sit around forever. Okay, there may be other candidates, and you may need to kind of jump in and pick up the offer before it goes to someone else. The first one that gets there and qualifies is the one that gets it. Okay, so the Hierophant can represent companies, okay, that have maybe been in business for a long time, established 10, 20, 30, 40 years or more, and you may be ready to or need to look beyond those doors, okay, for professional satisfaction. The Star and Strength are here, but they're reversed. So there is still that residue of uncertainty. There's that residue of maybe a weak commitment towards change in your life, okay? Maybe you are feeling a little pessimistic about this Ten of Cups situation that happened. Okay, and so, feeling a little, loss of hope on an emotional level, maybe even a little depressed. The Two of Swords here is kind of there's a sadness here because it's like, I don't know what to do. It's that despair moment of, I don't know whether to go left or right, up or down. And the star here, again, with a feeling of kind of loss of hope or loss of vision. There's a lack of vision for the future. Your vision is clouded. And strength here saying, well, you have the strength to make this move, to make this change, but you're holding yourself back. Nothing else is holding you back here. You are free. Okay, you're free to to go against the grain. This is your life. You can do what you want with it. But do you have the strength to kind of step out on the cliff and see what else is out there? Okay. Are you feeling it's better the devil I know than the devil I don't know? Well, it might not be the case here. Maybe you need to see what else is out there, Cancer. Okay. Whether it's jobs, whether it's projects, whether it's travel, whether it's communicating with people, getting involved with other like-minded people like you, who have similar or same interests, who you can contribute your very emotion-driven energy, because you are that water sign. So what you commit to 100,000% heart and soul, like it is your child. Okay, Cancer is the maternal sign. So whether you are male or female, you have this ability to nurture situations and people. But look at how this woman, she's upside down with the lion. So as opposed to her acting in a very nurturing way where she's stroking the lion and encouraging him and calming the savage beast, you're upside down because you're not really even aware of, or you're doubting your own personal strength. You're doubting, so that passion is suppressed. You need to find a new passion, Cancer. What's that passion going to be? You've finished this cycle. You've done a good job, okay? This is a job well done. The Ten of Cups coming out of that. You've completed that karmic cycle. What is your new passion? Well, this Knight of Wands wants to bring some passion into your life, because that's what wands are about. Fire, light, passion, energy. Sometimes speed. Things happen quickly, okay? You could be falling in love very quickly, but you're doubting this because you're pessimistic about the relationship that is over, the relationship that ended, the emotional situation that ended, and now you're carrying this residue. Well, it is only going to lead you to this Five of Pentacles energy, Cancer, where you are, feeling more of a lack than of abundance. The Five of Pentacles is the poverty card. Okay, so it can be impoverishment financially, even though I don't think it is, because I'm not really seeing financial difficulties here. I'm actually seeing progress. But you can be impoverished emotionally, mentally, spiritually, as well as financially. So being stuck in this past situation with outdated structure around you and carrying the residue of a situation, emotional situation that has ended, and not making a decision, closing your heart off, not making a choice and keeping your blindfold on, that's only going to lead you to the Five of Pentacles energy. And the thing that some people fail to express about the Five of Pentacles is that even though these two people are out in the cold, even though they are seemingly poor or impoverished, they don't have resources. One of the people is lame. You see, he has a peg leg here. He's using crutches, so he is on some level functionally impaired. There's no communication between the two of them. There's a cavern of separation. They act as though they have nowhere to go, as though they're kind of aimlessly walking, looking for shelter. But if they only look up, look, here is shelter. Here's the church. Here's the structure. Here are 5 pentacles. There's plenty here for them to help them. Okay? You only have to look up at the resources that you do have around you to find the resources that you need, whether it's the strength as a resource, whether it's financial, whether it is people who want to offer themselves to you to help you. Okay? There is hope. There is a door here. There's a door to the church. All you have to do is enter into it, not walk away. Not walk in the opposite direction and into the storm here. These people should be turning around and heading back this way so that they are sheltered from whatever difficulties that they're having. Because the shelter is there. The abundance is there. There's a gift. Okay? So apply this to your situation, to your psychological state right now, Cancer, and you may find a connection. Okay. Now, this is, this row of the Sun reverse, the Strength reverse, and the 5 of Pentacles reverse. This is the middle of that cycle. This is, say, from October 1st through to October 10th. However, what I do feel is that eventually this energy is going to become foreign to you. You're not going to want to be stuck in this energy, because something about this Knight of Wands is not going to let you stay there. Whether it's a person or whether it's an offer, or whether it is an adventure of some kind, it's going to be here. It's there. So what are the options between going into the future, into the unknown, but the untried or limitless possibilities, or staying in the past in an outdated situation where you are in a poverty state of mind? I mean, there's only one logical option for me. So what I think is going to happen here, Cancer, is that you're going to come out of this 5 of Pentacles and you're going to move yourself slowly toward the 7 of Pentacles energy. And with the 7 of Pentacles, we're doing an audit here. Okay? We're taking a look at the past. We're taking a look at what we've already received in life, what we've already harvested. And we are making a decision as to whether we want to continue to invest time and energy into what we've already harvested here, whatever this crop is, or whether we want to move on to something else that we feel will harvest a better yield in our lives. Okay? That's why I was saying that I don't really see this as financial difficulty, because I like the progression of the 5 of Pentacles to the 7 of Pentacles. So for me, here we have another travel card, the Chariot. The Chariot and the Knight of Wands. There is something that is wanting you to move, to make a move. Maybe a change of residence. Maybe this house you've outgrown, or this house is too big for you now and it's time for you to move your residence. That may be something that presents itself. Okay? A property that better suits you, that fits your lifestyle now. Whereas this one, was back in the day when you had the kids and the whole family situation, but now, it doesn't work for you anymore. It may not work for you on an emotional level. It may not work for you just on a practical level. Okay? And so the 7 of Pentacles is you taking stock of the situation. The Chariot, I feel, is that you will be moving in some direction. Okay? You're going to be moving, making a move, either traveling, moving physically in as far as a move for your residence. And I do feel that as you are making this move or making this decision, there is a victory here, but I don't want you to isolate yourself. The risk is here that with all of this that's going on, you may isolate yourself, and I don't want you to do that, Cancer, okay? pulling one more card here. Okay, Knight of Swords reversed. All right, so the Knight of Swords representing energy that can, the reason that you shouldn't isolate yourself is because it could be destructive. It can be destructive energy. It can undermine everything, the progress that you've made here. There could be an air sign energy. So that would be Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. And what this means to me with the Hermit reversed and the Knight of Swords reversed is that if you don't take it upon yourself to make the changes that you need to make under the best auspices, okay, under the best possible conditions that may be presenting themselves between September 19th and, say, October 10th, then a situation may occur that sweeps in and makes you have to make a move, okay? Because you perhaps didn't listen to your higher mind that was trying to lead you in the right direction, or you didn't recognize the truth and the enlightenment that you had gained from this Seven of Pentacles. So there is a need for you not to hesitate. Once you make that decision and you have done your scrutiny under that Virgo new moon, Virgo's all about scrutinizing. Make your move. Don't delay. Don't isolate. Don't sit on the information. Don't sit on your hands. Don't delay making this decision, because it's better for you to have control over your destiny than a situation present itself that removes that control, and then you're needing to make moves under stressful circumstances. Okay? So take the bull by the horns, take the lion by the mane, take the horses by the reins, and you be the leader here, and you be the one who makes those moves and takes those steps. Don't leave it in someone else's hands. Okay? This is your time. And release the past. That's your message. Release it. All right, Cancer, thank you so much. I went on a little long for your reading, a little longer than the others, but what can we do? These are the messages that are coming through, and I have to bring them out to you, okay? With love and joy and blessings being sent to you along with these messages. Thank you so much. I wish you all good things, love and peace. If you'd like a private reading with me, please contact me at the link below in the information box. Until next month, I wish you all beautiful things and bid you namaste.